How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do another premiere draft in Foundations on Magic the Gathering, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch us streaming video games, leather crafting, and other sort of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, alright, so pack one, pick one. What are we getting? I'll take a Scooz. Oh, there's a Solemn Simulacrum too. Okay, so, these are both really good, right? Solemn can go in any deck. Scooz, right? Yeah, Solemn can go into any deck. It's a very good value creature. It does kind of feel like the power level of an uncommon, but it allows us to splash for other things. And it replaces itself twice. It's like a 3-for-1 unless they exile it somehow. So I think I want to take this Solemn Simulacrum. That said, there's a Scooz. Really like a Scooz. This one's really tough. I think I could leave myself more open if I take the Solemn. But the Scooz is just so good, right? The problem about the Scooz, though, is that it's a green card, and green's like a lesser performing color. So I'm going to take the Solemn here. I'm actually going to take the Solemn there. There's a Vengeful Blood Witch. I love Vengeful Blood Witch, actually. There's also a Bite Down. That's pretty good. Essence Scatter's not bad. Twin Blade Blessing can go away. Luminous Rebuke's fine. Let's see, is this the one that... I don't know if I like this card. So yeah, of the cards here, I think I would... Well, we're definitely taking the Blood Witch, right? I like that the most out of all the cards here. Rebuke's fine. Bite Down's pretty good. And... Oh, Essence Scatter and Lookout would be pretty good too. I'm going to take the Blood Witch, though. The cards like this, right, with the Blood Artist text, they tend to change the calculus of what the end game of any match looks like, and I really like that, right? If we end up in a sacrifice deck like this, plus what's that stupid thing? The Reassembling Skeleton ends up being just like blockers for days, plus we win on in terms of ping damage, right? I'm gonna take the Blood Witch. I really like this card. Let's see. Exsanguinate's not good enough. Jouster's fine. There's also a Llanowar Elves. It would be weird to take the Llanowar Elves here. At the same time, it's one of the highest win rate cards in green. If you play this turn 1 and then you play like a 3-drop on turn 2, your opponent's going to have a really, really rough time. Joust Through's only kind of okay. Granted, 1 mana removal, I think I would rather take that later. I think the best card is still the Llanowar Elves. It makes me feel a little sad to have not taken the Scooz pack 1, but at the same time, I can't ignore how good the Llanowar Elf is. But we can regret these things later. Haha. Plus, it helps us power out the Solemn much earlier too. Of these cards, what would I take? I like Fleeting Flight a fair amount. Divine Resilience is interesting. I'm not a big fan of Firebrand. I'm sorry. Crypt Feaster's, like, it's kind of okay. I think I'd rather take this Shriek Mass over it. The thing is, though, blue... this is really for, like, I think the blue-black deck that wants Threshold. It's like Threshold Control. Part of me wants to take either the Fleeting Flight, the Resilience, or the Rallier over the Shriek Mass. The Shriek Mass feels fine, though. Like, sometimes a 4-mana 4/4 flyer is, like, nice enough. But this is more of a control card. I'm not a big fan of Soul Shackled Zombie. I think I should just take the best card here. It's tough because there's not any good cards here. I'm going to take the Shriek Mass. I think that card's fine. Yeah, that was kind of rough because, like, there's no, like, real great card there, right? Let's see. Snakeskin Veil's pretty good, actually. Inspiring Call's like, It does a lot, though. But we're not in the +1/+1's counters deck yet. That's green-white. And green-white, I think, underperforms a little bit. I think... see, this is a good card, right? Like, in a depending, but it also depends on how often you're attacking so that you can get the raid trigger. I think it's good enough here. Frenzied Goblin's also pretty good. Actually, if you're going to go aggro, I think it is the best card here. Uncharted Voyage is fine. Snakeskin Veil is also pretty good. I'm going to take the Buccaneer. I'm going to take the Buccaneer. Oh man, that is a late Helpful Hunter. It's also a late Felidar Savior. And another Squad Rallier. The definite best card that's in this pack. It's actually close between a Hunter and Savior. I'm going to take the Hunter, right? I am going to take the Hunter. I think it's a really good card. If you churn through a bunch of these really, really early, you can dig to your win condition. They're nice 2-for-1s. It adds a body and then draws you a card, right? I'm going to take the Helpful Hunter. Really like that card. The Squad Rallier, that's probably my pick here. I don't like Gorehorn Raider all that much. It's fine in an aggro deck. Yeah, I think I'd rather prefer the Squad Rallier here, because a good mana sink in this format can really dig you out of those board stalls. So we'll take that. It's a Prideful Parent and a Burglar Rat. This is actually really close. I think the Burglar Rat helps us play better towards the Blood Witch. There's also a Marauding Blight Priest, which only really matters if you're doing life gain stuff. I'm going to take the Burglar Rat, passing up the Prideful Parent, because this is like a really, really good card. Pressuring your opponent's hand early in this game is like very good. I like the Terror. It's not as good in this format as it was in the format that it originally came in. I think it's better than the Light Shell Duo, although the Duo is a nice 4. There's another Squad Rallier. I'm going to take the Terror. It's a fine endgame play. You could take the Pilfer here, but we're likely not playing it. I have nothing against Crypt Feaster, except I'd rather have a Squad Rallier. That's a lot of Ralliers, by the way. Another Resilience, or the same Resilience, actually, huh? I'll take the 2-drop. And that's the 3rd Squad Rallier. Authority of the Consuls is not good. This is another bomb-ass. So, not bomb-ass, but Tragic Banshee. Banshee's really, really fun. It can either kill something small, or if you kill something, it can kill something really big, right? I do feel like I want to be in black. I feel like most of our better cards are in black. Like the Divine Resilience is whatever. We have 3 Squad Ralliers, again, whatever, right? It's not the Authority of the Consuls. That's a bad card. Mischievous Pup is interesting. You can rebuy ETBs with it, and or save your creature, but it's not a good card. A 3-mana 3/1 flash, right? I think we're taking the Tragic Banshee here. Otherwise, I'd take the Prideful Parent. But yeah, let's take the Banshee. Time Stop is not it. There's another Banshee. Oof. Can we play a control deck in blue, in black, white? Here comes my cat. She's gonna come and yell at me. I don't think we need a second Banshee, but they are good. It's like it's a nice 2-for-1 if you kill something with it. Adventuring Gear is not good. Rune Sealed Wall is, though. I think we do take the Banshee. I think it's very good. There's another Blood Witch. We definitely take that. There's a Cat Collector. Oh my god. Oh boy. This is actually really hard. Because the Cat Collector can pull us into white. We're definitely in black, and especially if I take this Blood Witch, right? We're definitely in black, right? I'm gonna take the Blood Witch. It's a nice 2. Love a good 2. Sarah Angel, Healer's Hawk. This is rough. We have 2 Tragic Banshees, so I don't think I'd play the Angel. I could conceivably play the Healer's Hawk. We're so far off of green that we can just tuck that and the Axe Guard Cavalry. And maybe we do take the Healer's Hawk here. I don't think we're playing the Resilience or the Pilfer, but I think we can take the Healer's Hawk. And we do want some sacrifice payoffs, I think, in white-black. But white-black is a life gain deck, so let's take the Healer's Hawk. That's a Muldrotha. There's a Helpful Hunter. Love to see it. Rogue's Passage is also another fine mana sink, making a creature unblockable sometimes is really good, but I think Helpful Hunter is just, especially coming around, just so good. There's a Guarded Air. What's fun about Guarded Air, I found out that your squad ralliers can just grab those. And so it ends up being like a nice win condition that you could just wheel into from a squad rallier. So I think we take that here. It's also 3 bodies. It's a life link creature as well as 2 3/3s for 6 mana. Summer, don't yell at me. She's a bad girl. Come here. Come here. I think I'd like a nice 2, right? So Cathar Commando's nice. It could also destroy an artifact or an enchantment at instant speed. Yeah, let's take the Cathar Commando. It's also an aggressive 3 drop. Or sorry, 3/1. Hi, Furball. She yelled at me. Like, I think we can speculate on the Tranquil Cove. Come here. Come here. What do you want? What do you want, big girl? Whoop. What do you want? Big girl? This is what I have to put up with, folks. Pain in the butt yelling at me. I don't know if you guys heard that. If we take the Tranquil Cove, the Big Fin Bouncer is probably the better card here. Let's take the Tranquil Cove because we don't know if we're playing blue yet. Sanguine Siphoner is okay. Not great. It's a 2. I think I'd rather have it over Quick Draw Katana. What's funny is this is like actually reasonable in an aggro deck. Let's take the Sanguine Siphoner anyway. We're not an aggro deck. There's an Heir Apparent. There's a Fleeting Distraction. There's a Rune Sealed Wall. Heir Apparent's not good unless you have like 3 by now. So I'm going to take the Rune Sealed Wall in case we end up in blue somehow. It does feel like we're black-white. There's another Tolarian Terror. I'll take that. Same again with the Rune Sealed Wall. Alright, so hold on. Juggernaut is playable, but we're not playing it. And there's a Moonton. Okay. What are we getting here? Consuming Aberration. Okay, so in terms of win condition, I think that this is great. Right? Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. It's a nice control win condition. It doesn't really fit the whole black-white thing that we're trying to do. That said, we do not have any removal. And this is definitely like a weird splash. I think I have to be disciplined and take the Banishing Light. I know. The Consuming Aberration's like, we're so close to it. We have the Solemn. We have a blue-white land, right? We're already playing black. It's a turn 5 play, but I think we have to take the Banishing Light because we need the removal. We have to be disciplined. All right, so we got here Imprisoned on the Moon. That's not for us. Another Banishing Light. That's perfect, actually. There's a Drakuseth, which is like a nice, fun, splashy card. She's staring at me again. But it's very much the type of card that when it enters, your opponent goes, this is what I held my removal for. Indrik's great. Actually, strangely splashable, considering it's a 6-drop with only 1 green pip onto it. But we have to take the removal here. So let's take this Banishing Light. Passing up Imprisoned on the Moon, which is... I don't think we're playing our blue cards, but we have them, right? We have them. Let's take the Banishing Light. I would like a really good black-white payoff. Like, that would be nice. Maybe a... I do like the combination of, like, Reassembling Skeleton and Crypt Feaster, I think it is. The 2-drop 2/2. I don't think it's Zulashur Lich Lord, because I don't think we have any zombies in the deck at all. Yeah, there's no zombies. So taking this to replay our zombies from the graveyard this turn, not good enough. Soulstone Sanctuary, though, I think is actually playable in this deck. Love a good man land. What's funny is this stays as a 3/3 with Vigilance and all creature types in addition to remaining a land. So you pay the 4 once and it stays out there as like a 3/3 creature, which is a sizable body. So we're going to take the Soulstone Sanctuary here. We're not really passing up anything else. Let's see. Infernal Vessel I love a good Infernal Vessel. It's one of my favorite black cards. It dies either to sacrifice or whatever, or trades in combat, and then it becomes a 4/3. So yeah, like that's pretty good value. Let's see. Seeker's Folly, Savannah Lions, Campus Guide. We can play Seeker's Folly and force our opponent to like pitch more cards, but I think the more correct thing to do is 1, not play Pilfer, 2, not play Seeker's Folly, 3, just play the Evolving Wilds. We have a lot of creatures already. I'm probably not playing blue at all, so let's just get those out of here. Definitely not playing the Buccaneer, and definitely not playing these Tolarian Terrors. So let's take the Evolving Wilds here, because I think that's actually playable. And another Blood Witch. Oh boy, okay. There's also a Dauntless Veteran, but this is for when you're attacking, not when you're hoping to combo out your opponent with life loss triggers. So let's take the Blood Witch and move on. There's a Banner of Kinship. I don't think we have too many of one creature type. A lot of vampires. I don't think we have too many of one creature type where that would matter. But there's nothing else for us here. Like, Fishing Pole kind of sucks. So I guess we'll take the banner. It's none of those cards realistically. There's a Fleeting Flight. I'll take that. There's a Claws Out. I don't know if we take that. I don't think we have enough creatures for Claws Out to matter. I'll take, because that's a white card, I guess. Nothing for us here. Take the Bolt Wave, I guess. Wait, I have a playset of those, right? Yeah. Guess we don't have a playset of Uncharted Voyage. Heir Apparent's a 2-drop, but would I rather just... No. I guess we'll take the Heir Apparent, but we're not playing it. We have playsets of everything but that one. Alright, so we got some work to do. We're not playing the Tranquil Cove, obviously. But I think it's a Campus Guide that's wheeled. Okay. And we'll take the Mountain. Yeah, so we did have to be disciplined and take the two Banishing Lights, and that's the correct thing to do. It doesn't feel good, right? But we did need to have the removal. I don't think we need the Campus Guide because we're not splashing for anything necessarily. So let me cut that. The deck already feels pretty much done. I do wish we had like a sacrifice outlet. I didn't see a single one go around. It just might be oh god, the Banner of Kinship doesn't need to be in here either. So maybe we do play the Pilfer just as a 2-mana let me see your hand. And it looks like we're just playing black-white aggro, unfortunately. We have 2 Tragic Banshees though. I guess we do want to hit our land drops, although the Solemn should help us with that. Let me see my curve real quick. Okay, got a lot of 4s. Okay, so let me see the layout. We do have a lot of these though that could help us like dig for our better cards. This okay. Yeah, I think that we didn't find our lane particularly well here, unfortunately. I don't think it's wise to just play... Oh, you know what would have been really good in this deck, actually? Is, the hammer, the pickaxe, rather. Alright, well, it is what it is. Solemn, sure, done. We're just going to try to make our land drops and beat down? There's no combo kill here, right? We're going to try to make our land drops and beat down. Here's our first opponent. We're 0-0, going into round, or match 1, rather. Okay. We go first. We have a 2, a 4, and a 5. Sure. Our opponent mulliganed. That mulliganing is good because this opener that we kept was not great. We want to just draw into lands. I'm sorry, into action, rather. Alright, so no Llanowar Elf. Okay. Alright, so next we're going to attack here. Sure. Play a land. Play a Boigler Rat. Force him to discard. Pretty good Burglar Rat there. Next turn we have Squad Rallier. And the following turn we have Tragic Banshee. We have 2 Tragic Banshees, that's right. We do have removal in this deck. Grow from the Ashes. Okay. They're splashing blue for something. Sure, no blocks. Healer's Hawk, what are you doing here now? Here we go. Play this. Play the Squad Rallier. It's like, Healer's Hawk, why are you so late to the party? Okay, so Elfsworn Giant's pretty good here. Let's see. I think I swing out with the Squad Rallier and the Burglar Rat, because I do have other Squad Ralliers in here, and I want to offer the trade for the Elfsworn Giant. But also because we have Tragic Banshee, and they can't do anything about it. So let's attack with these two. And if they eat the Burglar Rat, so be it. Okay. Then let's hold off on that, and let's just play the... Actually, you know what? Let's activate this. Helpful Hunter. Perfect, actually. That's even better than what I was going to do. I'm gonna draw another card. It just happens to be a land. Cool. I think they saw it, though. I think they've spotted our Tragic Banshee. So that's unfortunate. Felidar Savior. Sure. Makes sense. Sure. Do we block here? No, there's no blocks here. Okay. Okay, so our choices have become pretty okay. I guess we can Banishing like this and then attack with the Squad Rallier and leave up activation for it, and I think that that's fine. Especially because they haven't, like, gotten a creature off the Elfsworn Giant yet. I think that that's probably for the best, so do that. Attack with the Rallier. Sure. Play a land. And they don't have a flyer, so I don't think they're playing anything like that, so let's just play the Healer's Hawk here. Because the Healer's Hawk also... Ooh, is a Tati. Is a Tati. Alright. So next turn we do send the crew. Especially if they don't have a land here. Because we want them to, Okay, so no blocks there. Oh, actually, wait. They can't do anything. Let's do this. So we don't take the damage. We want something to die. Sure. Okay. Kill the Tati. Before they get any value off of it. And I'll play on my lands. Because we do also want to be able to activate Squad Rallier, right? Sure. Grow from the ashes. Why did they kick that? What could they possibly have in their hand? A green and a white, sure. Gold Vein Pick. I guess they can equip it. But if they equip it to something, like, it still trades with Tragic Banshee. And then they just have one less blocker? Sure. Okay. We could play the Solemn. We get a basic land, put in the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Putting that on that. Okay, so let me attack with the Healer's Hawk only. If I play the land, we can activate this twice, or if I play this, I could activate it once. Let's activate this first and see what we get. Ooh, some of these are really good. I guess we take the Guarded Air, so that they know that we have that. And I'll play a Solemn. Basically just to shuffle the deck, because we put some really good cards at the bottom. And that allows us 3 activations next turn. Or 2, or 1, because we're going to play the Guarded Air. Plus the Solemn, like, really turns... Sure. They have nothing in their hand. So I guess we just trade here. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so next, we're going to send this in. Bong. Alright. And yeah, let's play the Guarded Air. I will leave up activation for Squad Rallier. And... sure. End turn. We have like one combat trick in the deck. Sure. Vanguard Serif. Not great for me here. Would like that dead. Pass. Activate this. Miss. A total whiff. Alright. Let's see what we hit off of it. Oh, that's right. We're not playing very many flyers, are we? I left the Shriek Mass in here. That's interesting. Okay. So if I play that, it mills me 3 cards, and then if I send the Simulacrum at them, I don't think that that's good. We will play the Shriek Mass and we'll leave up activation. What do we lose? Divine Resilience and Blood Witch. I forgot we had Divine Resilience, actually. Let's see. Actually, wait, they have 3 blockers. So they block 1, 2, 2, 3, and then they still... Oh, are they just dead? And then they block 3 creatures, and then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like, oh, whoops, we had them. My bad. Y'all? Y'all? That's weird. That doesn't block the most amount of damage. Sure. Good game. It's like, I think they did the math and were like, oh, whoops, I am just dead. Yeah. That's good. That's great. All right, here's our next opponent. We are 1-0 going into match 2 with, I guess, aggressive stuff. Is this creature died? Okay, so we're gonna Evolving Wilds for a Swamp. This, I think, is fine. We draw a card off the Helpful Hunter. I'm just gonna do this now. There's no reason to, like, hold up activation. Plus, if we hit a Burglar Rat, I'd rather play that. Sure. Okay. Drawing our 6-drop is not ideal. Like, drawing our 6-drop is not ideal. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Infernal Vessel. Okay, so we do have access to the mana for the Tragic Banshee, but I'm hoping to draw like a 2 or a 3-drop next turn. Okay, Paladin, sure. That's neither a 2 nor a 3. Alright, so next we'll send in this guy. Please block. Dang. Alright. Boom. And we'll end our turn here. Looks like it's a black-white mirror. Okay, so Vanguard Serif, sure. Yep, no blocks here. Pass. My turn. Alright, so we're getting, like, pretty flooded here. If they block... Yeah, they're not blocking. Okay. End turn. So, we really want to be able to get some value off. Okay, so Johnny's Primate. That's bad. Because if they start gaining life here, that's, like, real bad for us. No blocks. We're taking the 6, unfortunately. No reason for us to not take 6 here. Sure. Oh. What could they do here? Is the question I must ask. Banishing light. Okay. On the infernal vessel. Sure. My turn. Alright. So the best thing they could do is block for us. Then we Fleeting Flight, and then we also play Tragic Banshee to block their, or rather to kill their Inspiring Paladin. Or maybe it's the Seraph, because we don't really have anything to take care of a flyer, right? Okay. Then I guess we just drop the Guarded Air. Ka-chunk. Now that we have both of our combat tricks, if they don't do anything to our Tragic Banshee, this will be very... Another Pride Mate. Okay, this could get out of hand very quickly. If they're gonna start gaining life, yeah, very bad for us, actually. Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put this in front of that. If they have it, they have it, right? This is one of those, like, yeah, Fleeting Flight, sure. Okay. Alright. I think I have to attack with everything but the kitty. Because I think we do need to have a blocker in the backside. Sure. Alright. Enter. We might just be dead here. Right? Oh, we're 100% dead. What's wrong with me? Yeah, good game. Yeah, because I should have left another blocker back. Here's our next opponent. We're 1-1 going into round 4. Or round 3, rather, sorry. I can't count. We're going first. We could use some more lands, but I think that this is fine. It's nice to be able to play this card. But again, could use some lands. Like, I need land here. Slumbering Cerberus. Oh, perfect. Okay. So, I think this is where we play this because that really can't attack into the Infernal Vessel unless they have a combat trick. And if they do have a combat trick, I still get to, like, trade this for their combat trick, right? Again, another land would be fantastic here. Brazen Scourge. Do I double block here? Or do I let this hit me? We have 2 Blood Witches, and we do kind of want to fill our graveyard for the Billowing Shriek Mass, right? So maybe we do double block this? Granted, this thing can't attack through our Squad Rallier next turn if we draw another land. So maybe we do just let this hit us. No blocks. It's not a land. Alright, so we gotta start making moves on things. Take out your Scourge. Needed to do something there. No attacks. Especially because we missed a draw. Okay. Guarded Air, go by. Hearthfire Immolator. Sure. Hey, it's a land. Okay, so the Hearthfire Immolator is weird here, but I don't want to spend the Banishing Light, unfortunately. So I think we have to, like, let it be around. Granted, they could kill our Blood Witch, and I don't think that that's at all very gangster. I think we actually have to do this. I do think we have to actually take their Immolator. because it's one removal spell for another removal spell. And we'll crack this now. We'll get a black source. No attacks. Sure, I'll trade with the vessel. Mm-hmm. Warhorn Raider. Aye. Cool. Okay. Sure. If I play the Billowing Shriek Mass, it's almost big enough. I do this. All those cards I don't care for. No attacks here. If they kill our Infernal Vessel, this becomes a 4/4. So... Cool. Sure. I do think we have to trade here. I think we gotta stem the bleeding, just a little bit. Sure. Okay. Let's play this. I have access to activate that. I was about to say, is this a fight spell? I think we don't block here. This is one of those I think we don't block here type deals. Okay. Alright, so let's play the Solemn, because that trades really well with the Slumbering Cerberus. Take action. We'll get another black source. We're not planning on holding that back, so let's just... yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. That remains Taparinoed. Oh no! Please block. Damn it. Alright, I think we just lost. I needed them to block. End turn. I needed them to block so that I could have killed that with a Tragic Banshee. So they can actually... What are they? One-shot me here? 4 to that. 3 to that. 3 to me? Cool. Oh boy. Healer's Hawk. That's cute. But we're still dead. Look at the helpful hunter, haha. Draw a card off of this. Take action. What do we get here? Oh god, it's another Tragic Banshee. Okay, cool. It's not good enough. Alright, so I'm just gonna see what we would have drawn if we had survived another turn. Yep, and I'll let them know that we had it. Oh, yeah, good game. Concede. Oh man. As much as I talk shit about Drakuseth, yeah, no, I'm sorry, not Drakuseth. Oh yeah, it is Drakuseth. Again, if we had a removal spell, and we did technically, but we had to use these on these things, otherwise we wouldn't have stabilized against these stupid things. So leave match. Ah, here's our next opponent. We're 1 and 2 going into round 5. Our opponent is much higher ranked than us, so that's not good. Okay, this is actually a good curve for once. A 2, a 3, a 4, right? We could draw a land between now and then, right? Right? There's a Tragic Banshee. What do they got here? Oh my god, it's a 1. They have Burst Lightning. Now, you kill it now. Yeah, you kill it now, buddy. Yep. I almost... That was amazing. Axguard Cavalry, sure. Okay, so Helpful Hunter is really good here, because it draws us a card. Boiglerat. Okay, so I would like a land. And I'd like for my opponent to play something insurmountable on turn 3. Something that I really need to get rid of. Swiftblade Vindicator. Yeah, it seems about right. Vanishing like that. Please leave. With the right cards in hand, that thing can become an absolute menace. I am not going to let them keep that. Sure. They're going to tap that to give that haste? Sure. Land? Oh, thank you. Okay. Squad Relier. And I'll attack here. So the Squad Rallier blocks the Inspiring Paladin pretty well, and I think that that's the block that we want to make here. Next turn, if we don't draw land and offer the Tragic Banshee kill something, I think what we're going to want to do is double spell here. Oh. This is a trap. We have to force the action. I'm going to force the action, because I want to get their combat trick out of their hand. If it's Fleeting Flight, at least we don't lose our Rallier. I'm assuming it's Fleeting Flight. It could be the first strike thing, which costs 2 mana and a card, which means that they're likely not doing much else this turn. Goblin Surprise. So they're just trading. They 2-for-1 themselves there just now. I don't know if that's good for anybody. Burglar Rat. Oh, and they're... Okay, what'd they pitch? Courageous Goblin. Sure. And they missed a land drop. I will block that with this Burglar Rat. And we will gain a life here. Healer's Hawk. That... You know what's funny? That dies to Tragic Banshee, like, pretty well. But I'm actually going to send in the 2 of these. I want to see if they'll trade. Alright. Shame. Just kill that like that. So if I block their Paladin... No, we're not blocking that. I was going to say, if we block their Paladin... Really? Okay. I will block with the Helpful Hunter this turn, because that turns this into a 4/4. They hit their 4th land drop. Heroic Reinforcements, sure. Okay. We drain them. And I guess we end our turn here. At the end of their turn, we're going to activate the Soulstone Sanctuary. I don't think they can afford to attack here unless they can win outright, right? Like Goblin Surprise or Claws Out. That being the case, I'm going to activate the Soulstone Sanctuary to ambush block one of these as well. So we have 2 good blockers here. And that causes us to lose 2 creatures. They're dead to the Billowing Shriek Mass unless they can kill it. It's a 4 power thing, so Burst Lightning won't do it. Banishing Light would. And I actually should be playing out all my lands because we have a really good mana sink in the other 2 Squad Ralliers that are in the deck. So, pass to attackers. Sure. Pass the blockers. No blocks. Pass. Take that. Not enough. Oh. What are they getting? Burst Lightning or Helpful Hunter? Game. Yeah, that wasn't enough. They can cast it next turn, but I don't think they get a next turn. Oh, here's our next opponent. We're 2-2 going into round 5. We keep pairing up against people that are much higher rank than us. This seems pretty good actually. I never got the double Vengeful Brood Witch out, so play that. Mischievous Mystic. Okay. A Boigler Rat. Okay. Alright. Play this. We'll play the Blood Witch. Elementalist Adept. Okay. We never block that. Sure, no blocks here. One's going very fast here. Micromancer. Sure. Okay, they got a stab. Oh god, that's interesting here. Okay, so they either kill our Blood Witch or they win combat against the Squad Rallier. So let's do this. Plus that also makes it so that the Squad Rallier can't block the Elementalist Adept, so no attacks here. Sure. Sure. I'll block like this. Because I know that they have a stab. Sure. That dies. We ping him. Soul Shackled Zambi. Sure. They drain us for 2. Shame. And they have up the stab. Okay. I think what we could do here is play that. Play this. Just another Blood Witch and then Helpful Hunter. Draw another card. So many lands. Don't like that. No attacks here. They have to leave up the stab. We know at the very least they have one real card in their hand. Block like this. If I block with this to that, so we're gonna drain them for 2 here, at the very least. I don't want to put the Blood Witch in front of their Elementalist Adept. But if we don't block some of this better, we just die? This is really hard. I think we have already lost, right? We're gonna gain 2 from this. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Let's do it like this for now. Because we know that they have the stab. That's the worst thing. We know that they have the stab. Sure. 2 pings. 1, 2. Right. Okay. See what we could draw off this. Nothing. Complete miss. Okay. Next. No attacks, end turn. They're not coming off that stab either, which is like the funniest thing. Okay, so pass to attackers. Play this. Now we have to like do some shitty blocks that I don't like. So that kills that, right? We drain him for 2. Gung gung. Bake into a pie. Ah. Jesus Christ. We double block that. We still take like 7? I think, right? Oh, don't tell me you have another stab. Good game. It's like, don't tell me you have another stab. We drew so many lands. It's okay. We tried. That went really quick, actually. Not super thrilled by that. It was hard for us to find a lane, and I don't think that this was the lane either. But we're trying to play like good cards and have like not necessarily a good curve, but like a balanced deck. And it did and it didn't work, right? Sanguine, there's a lot of cards that are just like filler tier cards in here, right? Like I want to say Pilfer and Sanguine Siphoner are not the best. Divine Resilience exists. I do wish that we had other cards, but we simply kept ending up not drafting like cards that mattered, I feel. So like maybe I should have played the Campus Guide instead of the Pilfer, right? Maybe I should have played I don't know, the Heir Apparent instead of the Divine Resilience. I don't know. We had a lot of creatures though. Like it felt weird to put more creatures in there, even though maybe that was the correct thing to do though, because we needed more bodies. Not necessarily. At no point did I hold the Divine Resilience in my hand and go, I wish this was a 2-drop though. That's also like of note. Either way, if you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, and depending on where this is getting uploaded to, subscribe to also either youtube.com/dickrecord or youtube.com/recordplayer1. But with that, I am out of here. You have a wonderful rest of your evening, and happy new year. Actually, this is coming out pretty late in the year. I'll catch you all next time. Same bad channel. Have a good evening, folks.